Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Joni. Say thank you to Brian for us. Good morning, Therese. Good morning, Robin. Welcome. Good morning, Helen. It is cold outside. We have a really big bay window in our living room. That's where all this light comes from. And it tends to be a little bit cooler here than the rest of the house. So today, yes, if it's windy and cold outside, it gets a little cool here. Okay, Robin, I'm not sure who I'm saying hello to. It says morning, first class today, Lorna. So I'll say hello to Robin. I'll say hi to Lorna. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Janet. Okay, good morning, Lorna. Good morning, Louise. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Mary. Oh, who gave me a sad face? What's going on? I saw a sad face go flying by. Somebody's not happy. I'm not happy with the snow, but it is Canada. It is December, so we can't complain too much. Good morning, Cisco. Got about one more minute. Make sure you have a chair handy today. We're going to be using it quite a bit with our equipment, along with our stretching and everything else we do. Good morning, Fran. Snuck in the door just in time. I didn't have to shovel my sidewalk. My neighbor, Joni's husband, Brian, came by with a snowblower. So we just have our front porch and steps to do, and we're good to go. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Denise. And let's roll those shoulders back. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Kathy. And let's alternate. And roll those shoulders forward. Good morning, Elizabeth. And let's alternate. And push those shoulders front and back. Good morning, Elspeth. I know you're here somewhere. Oh, you've already done some of your warm-up, Elizabeth. And up and down. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, Annette. Alternate. And bring those arms in. Good morning, Donna. And arms out. And wrists. Good morning, Susan. And wiggle those fingers. Fingers and fists. And back to your march. Let's do a hula. And changing directions. Good morning, Gloria. And back to your march. nice light hamstring curls. Back to your march. Let's do a toe tap. Left and right. Change that to a heel. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Brenda. Left and right. Go to the other heel. Left and right. Change that to your toes. Left and right. And back to your march. Let's start with 4 steps forward with the heel, 4 steps back with the toe. Lean forward, lean back, add a clap. Change that to a kick in front and in back. So I started this exercise going forward with my left foot, kicking with my right. We're going to go back to a quick march. Morning, Rita. And change that up. Right foot. Tapping, lean. Morning, Susan. Add those kicks. And back to our march. Let's get those knees nice and high. And as we march out, we get a rock going. And in. And as you come in, those knees get nice and tall again. Come out about hip width and pulse. Torso's tall and down, up. Next one, stay down. Left left and right. While we're here, let's do our squats. And back to our march. Toes out front, arms nice and high. Change that to the side. Toes out to the back. Let's combine them all. Side, front, side, and back. Let's double all our motions. Back to your march. And a quick drink. Let's do our quarter hours with our feet. Morning, Wanda, sorry. Looks like this. 12, 3, 6. Change to the other foot. Do one more at this pace, then we'll bring it up to pace for those of you who feel comfortable doing it to pace. If not, you stay at this pace. Keep those arms moving. Here we go. Sorry, got distracted. We're going to slow this down to half pace again. We're going to change this up. Go to a march. We're going to double tap everything. Looks like this. Back to singles. Back to your march. A little bit of boxing. So everything we do, we start with a half pace. And then if you're able, we bring it up to full pace. Nothing wrong with this pace, if this is what you're able to do. This is up to pace. Hand up tall. Back down. Bring the tummy in, punching down. Morning, Peggy. Bring it back up. Back tall. Back down. Change those to uppercuts. Bring it up tall. Bring it back down. Keep the torso tall, bend those knees. And back up. All the way around the body, called a roundhouse. Bring those arms up tall. Shorten that motion, bring it up to pace. Forward and back with the arms. And back to your march. Hamstring curls. Let's double that motion. Back to singles. Back to your march. Let's start by patting an Irish pound. And bring it down. And back up. Turn those palms up. We're going to clap. When we clap up top, it's in front of the body. When we clap down, it's behind the body. Here we go. And back to our march. Quick drink. For the new folk, I drink often. The rule is hydrate. Hydrate often. Let's go with heels out front. Let's get our arms and shoulders involved. When you pull back, bring those shoulder blades together. Back to singles. And back to our march. We're going to bring the knees up. There's two ways you can do this. Knees to hands. This is a lighter one for those that aren't able to do the next one. If you want more of an ab work, it's knees to elbows. And back to our march. Toe tap, both sets of toes. Do not let the arms dangle. Keep them involved. Left and right. Heels. Left and right. And we do what's called traveling. And march. Light hamstrings. And back to your march. Our cool down hula, we ignore the music, and every motion is huge. Stick those booties out, and over, and front. Then changing directions. And then back to our march. Wiggle those fingers. Press the fingers into the pad of your thumb. Thumbs up. And snap the fingers, one at a time. Even if they don't make a sound, snap them. And wrists. And bring those arms out. And arms in. And roll those shoulders back. And roll them forward. Forward and back. Up and down. Quick drink, and then we're going on to equipment. I'm bringing the chair into play today, so get your chair ready. And we'll start with resistance band. For the new folk, if you don't have this equipment, you can substitute anything that'll work. For weights, you can use canned soup or water. For a resistance band, you can use nylons, pantyhose, sweatpants that have some kind of give to them. If you're not sure about some of the exercises and some of the things we're doing, I suggest you turn in, not now, you have to stay here now, tune into yesterday's where I did a lot more talking and a lot more explaining. In the meantime, let's have a seat. Taking this band, place it under your knees, across the top. Tie yourself up nice and tight, 50 Shades of Grey sort of thing. Feet are together. Torso's tall. Breathe. We know so many instructions. The feet stay flat on the floor. Each foot should have 3 points of contact. One behind the big toe, one behind the little toe, and your heel. You should be able to feel these at all times. Feet stay flat. Pulse. We're going to do a 4 count. The legs constantly move. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. New one for everybody. I'm going to keep this leg stationary. Changing to the other leg. The next set of exercises you can do standing if you like. Taking that band and wrapping it up. If you stay seated, make sure the torso stays nice and tall. Good deep breathing. And out and in. Same thing, the hands constantly move. And pulse. Bring it up tall. Oh, looks like I have a nice headdress. Bring it back down. Left and right. Up and down, bottom hand stays stationary. This is a bicep curl. Oh, I don't think I said good morning to Joanne. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Pat. I didn't see Joanne sneak in. Changing the lower hand. Then on a diagonal. Good morning, Corley. Changing the other way. These are shoulder killers. Those are great for the triceps. Taking that band or whatever you're using, roll it into a ball, wring it out. Pulsing out. For those of you that chose to stand for this part, have a seat. Not doing the next part standing. Taking that band, placing it under the arch of your shoe. This leg, nice 3 points of pressure. This one is, and lost my words, heel, grow. Torso's nice and tall. Check your breathing. And then, lock the elbows and bicycle. And reverse bicycle. Then I'm going to move the band just slightly so it's behind my toes. Pulse. Keep this leg steady. The only thing that should be moving is your foot, your ankle, and you should definitely feel this in the calf. Then pushing that toe all the way forward, and then all the way back. So when you push forward, you can feel that in the quadricep, that's the muscles above your knee. And when you pull back, you can feel that in your calf, below your knee. And then carefully changing to the other foot. We just do everything in reverse. So right behind the toes, pushing forward. And pulse. And reverse bicycle, but I'm going to move this band and place it under my arch first. Lock the elbows. Christine. And forward bicycle. Then planting that heel, and I row. Torso's tall. Check your breathing. Nice, long, deep inhale and exhale. We are done with resistance band. I'm going to get a drink, and we're moving on to the hand weights. Same thing, if you don't have hand weights, anything that'll add weight to your muscles. 2 water bottles, 2 cans of habitat soup, 2 small children. Yeah. Placing your weights just above your knees. Torso tall, this leg is stationary, and it's an up and down movement. Good morning, Fran. When you're doing this part of the exercise, do not lean. It's not this. You want your legs, your hips, quadriceps doing all the work. 4 count, your foot and your leg constantly move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2. 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other leg. 4 count. 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The rest of these exercises, if you wish, you can stand. I'm going to stand seated just to show the difference between standing and seated. If you want to see almost all of these exercises standing, you can tune into yesterday's class. You can't leave now, stay here. But if you want to see what these look like standing, check yesterday's class. Taking these weights and bringing them all the way back, and very slowly forward. Feet are flat on the floor, 6 points of contact. The idea here is you're resisting gravity as the weights pull down. And then as you pull up, they're pulling down again. Stay up, bring them in, and all the way up. For those of you that don't have this equipment, maybe you can put it on your Santa wish list. Unless you're being naughty. Have to use lumps of coal. Palms up. Palms down. Then making sure that I'm seated fairly close to the edge of the chair. Chest height. Torso's nice and tall. Really check your breathing on this one. Making sure your torso's nice and tall. This doesn't work if you're slumped. We're going to work on those abs and core work. Bringing the weights crisscross. Then when the weights are at the bottom, we cross and go the opposite direction. We are done with hand weights. Going to get a quick drink, and then we're moving on to the ball. So the same thing, if you don't have one of these, a towel tied in a knot, a t-shirt rolled up, several pairs of socks rolled up, something that has a little bit of give and resistance. Same thing, all of these can be done standing, but I'm going to do it seated. And pulsing, using the pads of our fingers and thumb, not the claws. Other hand. Have fun, hand. And squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Other hand. Squeeze, release. Four count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. Come on. Effort. Other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. Placing that ball between your palms. No fingers, no thumbs. And pulse. Really good effort here. Using some pretty big muscles to squeeze this poor little ball. And squeeze, release, squeeze. And pulse. 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. We're going to do what's called a figure eight. I'm actually going to do this one standing to start, to demonstrate it. Then I'll demonstrate it seated. This is a balance issue as well as mobility. So this is the standing version. The seated version looks just the same. Torso stays nice and tall, seated near the edge of your chair. And we're done with the ball for today. We're done with the equipment. Keep the chair handy. I'm going to change up the music, and we're going to start with wall push-ups after I get my drink. Wall push-ups. Toes are half a meter to 3/4 of a meter away from your wall. Hands are extended. The body stays a plank. And you do your push-up. The farther your toes are away from the wall, the more upper body workout you get. But I would recommend staying close to start until you are used to this. Do not bend at the waist. Keep that plank. And it doesn't matter if you can't see me, I will tell you when it's time to stop. And we're finished with the wall. Bending at the waist, just like gravity, bring your upper body down. There's no pressure here. We're not trying to touch our toes necessarily. If you can, good for you. You can touch the floor, good for you. The idea is just to stretch, let gravity do the work. And up very slow. I've never been able to touch my toes, and the only time my hands touch the floor is when I fall down and go boom. It's not a big deal. Do not grab the elbow, do not grab the shoulder, grab the tricep. Slight pull towards you. It's not a pulse, it's just a steady pull. We're stretching. For the new people, the rule of thumb is you warm up first. Loosen all those joints, loosen up the muscles. You do not stretch until you are done exercising. This way we avoid injury. And to the other side. Placing the palm of one hand on top of the other, do not interlock fingers. I'll tell you why in a moment. And reaching up nice and tall. And as that spine stretches, the muscles release a little bit, reach a little bit taller. Then using that stretch, come forward. You'll feel the rotator cuffs change. Pushing forward. Keep the torso tall, pushing that floor away. Stretch the arms out. When we go from side to side, it is side to side. There is no forward or backward motion. To my chair. Bring that knee up so that the leg is at about a 90-degree angle. The torso stays tall, it does not weave forward and backwards. We make the hip flexors do all the work. Hamstring curl. Check your breathing. When we release very slowly. And then we come back up again. So yesterday I said there were 2 balance moves that we do. We did one yesterday, and you can check on yesterday's video. I'm going to show you the other one today. I keep my chair here just in case the balance isn't where it should be. Focusing on a point on the floor somewhere between 1 and 2 meters in front of me. If you're new to this and you're not sure what we're going to do, you may want to hang on so you can see what I'm doing. But the leg comes up, out, left and right. Wiggle the toes, in, halfway down, back up, out, in, and down. Going to the other side. We'll do the hip flexor first, so bring that knee up at about a 90-degree. hamstring. And down slow. And then balance on this side. Up, out, left and right. Wiggle the toes. In, halfway down. Up, out, back, and down. Before we go into our breathing, a couple of things. With the weather the way it's going, first of all, you be very cautious when you go out. If you need to snow shovel in the mornings, which some of you already did, please warm up first, okay? Get the body moving, get the joints moving, get the muscles ready. Number one reason for heart attacks in the wintertime is snow shoveling. Prepare, warm up, keep yourself nice and warm, then go out and do your shoveling. You don't have to do it all at once. Do what you're able, come back in, and then go back out again. Second item, also to do with snow. Shut-ins, people with limited mobility, those that don't have others to do things for them, become more and more isolated during the winter season. Make a phone call, send an email. If you're able to get out, make a quick socially distanced visit. Never let anybody become isolated during this season. That being said, let's breathe. Hi, Sharon. Fill up those lungs from bottom to top, nice and slow. And out. And in. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Take care of yourself. We shall see you on Thursday morning.